Today I'm going to read you this book called My Weird School, book number 5. Miss Mole is off the wall, and today's guest is Cookie Cat. You can get this at Walmart and Amazon, and anyway, he's with 7, 8, 9 years old. He's 9 years old, and I will say the chapters for you. Chapter 1. Fidget is the coolest. Chapter 2. Smarty Pants and Dumbhead. Chapter 3. Fun with Miss Mole. I'm just reading this because I don't know how to do it. I can't remember that's all of it, okay? And I'll show you why he's here like right now, not like forever. And he's here because that's, to be honest, he is kind of a weird guy, like AJ. He thinks that Fidget is the coolest. But in his school, Fidget isn't really cool. Like, if you see it, that when in his school, his Fidget teacher teach him how to do like weird games, like balancing feathers. And if you guys want to watch this video, then and let's see the video. Chapter 1. Fidget is the coolest. Page number 1. My name is AJ, and I hate school. Well, I hate that reading and writing, an arithmetic part of the school. Anyway, that stuff is for the birds. There's only one thing about school that I like. Fidget. Fidget. I love Fidget. Fidget is the coolest. Fidget isn't even like school at all. Fidget is what you would be doing if you didn't have to go to school. If you ask me, school would be equal if we could just have a Fidget all day long and forget about all the boring reading and writing and arithmetic stuff. Well, actually, to be honest, I've never had Fidget at my school. The elementary school, we didn't have Fidget last year. When we were in first grade, but my friend Billy around the corner goes to a different school. Billy's in third grade, and I told him that, and he told me that at his school they play a dodgeball and basketball and football and Fidget. They get to do anything they want. Man, I wish I could go to Billy's school instead of boring old elementary school I've been waiting for forever until I got to second grade when we would have Fidget. Okay, everybody, it's time to line up, my teacher, Miss Daisy, announced. One morning after we pledged the allegiance. Line up for what? We all asked. Fidget, Miss Daisy said. We're going to meet Mrs. Mole in the gym. Yippee! Chapter 2. Smarty Pants and Dumbhead. Yippee! I shouted. Hooray! Shouted my friends Ryan and Michael. We all hooped and hollered and high-fived each other. Finally, we could go to Fidget and leave all that reading and writing and arithmetic behind for a change. Miss Daisy gave each of us a name tag so Miss Small, the fidget teacher, would know who you were. What's a fidget? Asked this girl who had red hair named Emily. Well, actually, the girl is named Emily, not her hair. Are we going to learn about soda pop? Me and Ryan and Michael slapped our own heads. We couldn't believe it. That was like the stupidest thing anybody ever said in the history of the world. Fidget is a gym class dumbhead, I told Emily. Everybody knows that. Emily looked all upset, like she was going to start crying. That girl cries at any old thing. AJ, Miss Daisy said, with her mean face, hold your tongue, okay? So I stuck out my tongue and held onto it. Everybody laughed. Well, everybody but Emily and Miss Daisy. The whole class lined up in side order, so Miss Daisy could walk us over to the gym, which is all the way at the other end of the school. Ryan was the line leader. I bet Miss Small will let us play football and basketball and hockey and dodgeball, Michael whispered to me as we walked. Michael and Ryan are really good at sports. They are the best athletes in the second grade. Sports are cool, I said. Except for curling, said Michael. That's just dumb. That's not even a sport, I said. Curling is what girls do to their hair. This girl with curly brown hair named Andrea Young must have heard me because she laughed even though I didn't say anything funny. Curling is too a sport, she said. I saw in a book about the Olympics. The Olympics. They take this big rock and slide it down the ice while somebody swept the ice in front of it with a broom. Andrea thinks she's so smart. She probably goes home after school and reads a dictionary for fun. That way she can brag about how much she knows. You don't know anything about sports, I told Andrea. You too, Andrea said back at me. I take a dance class every day after school. I'm learning in ballet, jazz, tap, hip-hop, and club dancing. Andrea is one of those kids who take lessons in everything. All she has to do is sneeze, and her mother probably signed her for sneezing lessons. Dancing is not a sport, I said. Dancing is dumb. A little less chit-chatting in the hall, please, said Miss Daisy. As we walked to the gym, do we really have to go to fidget? Miss Daisy asked Andrea. Isn't it more important for us to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic? Strong mind, strong body, said Miss Daisy. Ha, ha, ha! Smarty Pants and Young was gonna to have to do something. She didn't like for a change. It wouldn't be the best in the class for a change. Welcome to my world, Andrea. I couldn't wait to beat Andrea at basketball, beat her at baseball, beat her at football. This was going to be the greatest day in my life. Andrea Young probably doesn't even know the difference between football and footprint. Finally, after walking about 100 miles, we reached the gym. It's a giant room with a basketball hoop at each end. Miss Small, called Miss Daisy, are you here? Nobody answered, but there was an echo in the gym, so we could hear Miss Daisy's words over and over again. When they bounced off the walls, Miss Small, Miss Small, Miss Small, Miss Small, are you here? Are you here? Are you here? It was cool. Hello, I yelled. The gym yelled back. Hello, 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 hello. Echo, yelled Michael. Echo, 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 yelled the gym. AJ's stupid, yelled Ryan. AJ's stupid, AJ's stupid, AJ's stupid, AJ's stupid, yelled the gym. I was gonna yell Ryan is a dumbhead, but instead Miss Daisy yelled, Stop that, boys! Stop that, boys! Stop that, boys! Stop that, boys! Stop that. Yelled the gym. It was cool. At that very moment, somebody came running out of the office at the office at the other end of the gym. It was the most amazing thing any of us had ever seen. It was Miss Small. Chapter 3. Fun, fun, fun with Miss Small. Page number 14. Miss Small was carrying a basketball, a football, a soccer ball, a kickball, and just about every other kind of ball you could name. She ran out and climbed up on the bleachers. Then she jumped off the bleachers. Then jumped on one of those little trampolines on the floor. She did a flip, went flying through the air, and tried to dunk all those baseballs in the basketball hoop. One or two of them went in, but mostly they went flying all over the place. So did Miss Small. She landed in a heap on the floor. Mrs. Small is off the wall. Are you okay? We asked as all asked as we gathered around her. I was afraid she might have broken something because she was just lying there without moving. I am fit as a fiddle, Miss Small replied. I just wanted to show you how you're not supposed to behave in the gym. And Fizet's safety is our biggest concern. Miss Daisy said she had to go back up to class and she left. Miss Small stood up slowly. It was amazing. Nobody could do anything except stare at her with their mouths open. Wow, we all said. The amazing thing was that Miss Small was really tall. Like she was a million inches big. Her head just about reached the basketball hoop. It was like a giant hand had walked into the room. She must be the tallest person in the history of the world. Miss Small was the opposite of her name. It was like a fat guy was named Mr. Urson, or a dumb guy was named Mr. Smart, or a really handsome guy was named Mr. Ugly. Or you get the idea. Miss Small blew into her shiny silver whistle that was hanging around her neck. Hey, kids, are you ready to have some fun? Yeah, we all hollered. We're going to have lots of fun in Fizz, she said. Fun all the time. That's my motto. What's a motto? Asked Ryan. I don't know, Miss Small said. What's a motto with you? Then she laughed. Do you like to play games? Miss Small asked. I love playing games. I like to play video games, one of the boys said. Those aren't the kind of games I'm talking about, said Miss Small. Real games are even more fun. I'm talking about running and jumping and chasing games. We're going to play a red light, green light, red rover, Spud, Mother May I, Duck Goose. Those games are lame, Those games are lame, Ryan whispered in my ear. Kids can get hurt when they run, jump, and chase each other, said Andrea. My mother told me to always be careful so I don't get hurt. Can you possibly be any more boring? I asked Andrea. She is gonna make a great grown-up. When she grows up, she's only 8 and she's already mature. Mature is which is a fancy way to say boring. Do we have to play game and where somebody loses? Asked the crybaby Emily. I think the team that loses should win too. My dad told me I'm a winner whenever I win or lose. whether I win or lose. Your dad is weird, I said, even though Emily looked like she might cry again. If everybody wins, what's the point of playing the game? That's why you play, to beat the other team. Competing is icky, said Andrea. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, AJ. It's how you play the game that counts, said Miss Small. And for that, our goal is to have fun and build strong, healthy bodies. But most of all, by the end of the term, I want you all to have cuties. Cuties! Everybody shrieked. Girls have cuties, shouted all the boys. Boys have cuties, shouted all the girls. I never really knew what cooties were, but I knew they were something horrible that you wouldn't want to get. Everybody should have cooties, said Miss Small. Cooties stand for cooperation, teamwork, and sportsmanship. Oh, I didn't care much about that stuff. I just wanted to beat Andrea Young at something because she thinks it is so smart. Besides, words that are made from the letters of the words are dumb. Of other words are dumb. Miss Small blew her whistle again. Before we do anything, we have to stretch. Miss Small got down on the floor again, and she did some push-ups. Then we had to do some push-ups. She did some sit-ups. Then we had to do some sit-ups. She did some windmills and arm circles. Then we had to do windmills and arm circles. See if you can touch your toes, Miss Small said. Now see if you can touch the sky. You want to be loose as a goose in a caboose. Stretching was boring and dumb too. Nobody can touch the sky. After we stretched, Miss Small made us do about 1,100,000 jumping jacks. Isn't this fun? Miss Small asked. When we are finished, I thought I was gonna throw up. She blew her whistle again. Okay, now that we're all loose as a goose in a caboose, who wants to play game? I do, we all shouted. Finally! Hey, if you like this video, please just like and subscribe. Bye!